Hi everyone. After listening and praying through the guided reading number 2, there were a lot of thoughts that kind of went through my head, and just I kept thinking about all these different things and kind of imagining myself in this situation. I feel like I could really picture what was going on, walking in the courtyard and having somebody come up to me and telling me, oh, you need to come see this person who is, teaching and all that kind of stuff. And it was very restful and it was very peaceful to think about. I think when we all have such busy lives and we kind of get caught up in the moment. And so just having to sit down and really think, and just sit there with our own thoughts and, eyes closed, and just focusing on our breathing and focusing on the words that are being said, it can be a very relaxing time. Although afterwards, when the guided reading was over and I did sit there to kind of think about and reflect on everything that was going on, there were a lot of thoughts that went through my head. The first one was, I could imagine where the courtyard was, and one thing that really stood out to me, and it was kind of weird, not weird, but weird in a good way, I guess. The courtyard that I kept imagining was the same courtyard of a church that I was actually baptized in. And so when I was baptized, I was 5. And so for some reason, when I was picturing the courtyard, I kept picturing the same courtyard that was at the church that I was baptized in. So that was really cool for me, just to kind of be able to reminisce that moment. Although after the video was over, I was kind of thinking, if I was sitting there and somebody came up to me and said, hey, you have to come watch, this teacher. Part of me was kind of thinking, would I go? And I do think I would. Although the more I started thinking about it, having to go and sit next to Jesus, I think it would be something where I would kind of go along with all of it. Just because that's kind of how I am. I kind of go with the flow and I go with whatever's going on at the moment. Although one of the things that was kind of resting upon me was, how would I feel in that moment? Would I be scared to sit next to him? Obviously we all know, Jesus, he's above all of us. He's better than all of us, and we don't deserve his love, and we don't deserve everything that he's done for us. And so I felt like for me, it was almost like, it's like meeting someone famous, but someone so much better than famous. So kind of an overwhelming feeling. And, I will openly admit, I am still kind of diving into my faith more and more. I think just like all of us, we are learning more about our faith and, getting closer with our relationship with God and everything like that. But I did feel like maybe I would feel almost scared, just because I am still learning. And so I would almost feel maybe out of place, I guess would be a good word for it, or a good way to put it. Just trying to make sense of everything and just kind of feeling like I would be in a position where maybe I don't belong, because he's so much higher up than I am, and why would I deserve to sit next to him or to be in the same room as him? Although, the more I rested upon it, the more I thought about it, the more I kind of sat there and thought, God doesn't put us in situations that we can't handle. He doesn't put us in places that are too much for us or places that are bad for us. And so really it's just one of those things where God, he's always looking out for us, and he always knows what's best for us. He always has a path for us to follow. And so just being able to reflect on that moment and kind of thinking about what would I do in that time, it was really eye-opening, and it was a really great experience. So yeah, it kind of showed me a lot, made me think about a lot, and I'm excited to hear what you guys experienced as well. So good luck.